Oh, Turtle Club. Good morning. Oh my goodness. All right. Wow. Okay. we are so stoked. That's it's probably the best word I can say for it right now. Why is the Elgato not picking up any audio? There we go. That should pick up some audio for us. I'm beyond stoked. It is wow. Finally. One of the things we needed to do was go through the last 48 episodes of content, which it's about 60 hours, to try to figure out which two pieces of heart we missed. We were given a list, and rather than go through and try to muddle through every single last piece of heart, we went through and basically went through and viewed every single thing we had. And life kind of got in the way, so we weren't able to do exactly everything we wanted to do when we wanted to do it. But now we know. We know exactly the last two pieces of heart we need to get to max hearts for us to basically fight the final boss, which is and oh my gosh. So we already knew that the drawing was one of them, and that was kind of apparent, right? I mean, we knew we had got that one, and we've tried to appease the Goron a couple times, but the one we didn't know about, and wow, that's all I can say, is it's at the volcano. And apparently we have to tunnel to get to it. So that is what we're currently working on right now, is we're working to get those last two pieces of heart. And then it's the showdown between us and Demise. For a 100% playthrough, it'll be this episode here, 49. So not quite 50 episodes. We thought, at one point we thought we'd be 50 episodes in and be done. It looks like we might be done before that, because we've already done Boss Rush. We know we got the jackpot on the falling thing. We know we got the highest score on the mini games there, on the bug capture and all that. So, realistically, this is it. This is quite possibly, if we can knock these two hearts out, this is quite possibly the last stream on this series. Which I don't know what we do after that. I will say this: that on our Pokemon playthrough, we do have one final stream on that. That's probably going to happen. And that'll be... Let's see here. It is... Man, okay. I've got to go pull up the list real quick. And this one is, this one's pretty difficult, honestly, to be completely straightforward, because it is at the entrance to the volcano. Where we saw the frogs we had to get water on. And I'm just trying to remember exactly where that was. And we will be there in just a few moments. One thing I will say is that the list that we were given for heart pieces from John Plays, it was really helpful with the way they were descriptive to a point, but there's just so many different ways to describe whereabouts to get there. Let's see. So it should be this one here in the fire sanctuary. Because there's two. Alright, so this is inside the fire sanctuary. Alright, here we go. So, presumably, it's right here. So, like, we actually have to go... drop down here. I gotta admit, you know, I know I'm not as good as I once was when it comes to these video games, Turtle Club, but I don't think I would have gotten this one anytime soon. And let's see where we get to from here. We gotta go back. And... hopefully we'll land in the right spot this time. We're not inside the... we're going to be inside the volcano instead. Alright, so inside the volcano... yeah, this is about where we need to be. Okay. And it's this room here. Might as well get all the rupees we can, right? And I won't pass down some hearts. I will tell you one thing also, Turtle Club. Oh boy. If I had to do this all over again, one thing that I would absolutely want to do is before and after each stream is I want to pull this screen up, because having to go through and find where I acquired heart pieces and lost heart pieces. Okay, that's fine. Then we go up. That feels beyond great. That feels beyond great. One more. One more heart. And we will be done. We will be beyond done with this. As far as the hearts go, mini games. I will say also, as far as Zelda games go, there was some challenge. I mean, the controls added to it, because a lot of the actual fight mechanics, they were all about using the control scheme. And so, if you weren't good at the controls, for whatever reason, you weren't going to be good at the fight mechanics. Some of the fights here, I feel like were way more difficult for me, because I just could not get used to the finickiness of the controls. It's really weird to say, but if I could have used a D-pad or an arcade stick for the right thumbstick, I think it'd be a lot better. Just for the sword movements, though. And if there would have been like a hot swap button for your items, like the left bumper, which hardly gets used in this game, the left shoulder button, you know, if that, yeah. Alright, let's see here. Behind the temple, I think, is sealed grounds, technically, right? Well, I guess it is behind the temple, technically. I feel like I should be able to climb up half these things too, but I can't. A lot of the things that Breath of the Wild did amazing, you can tell that it's because they failed at it on this game first. One more heart piece, and then I go through this portal. after I, you know, I think I just take on Demise without super buffing first. I mean, we got a super potion, right? Alright, Goron. So all we have to do is draw a circle. That wasn't a circle. That was a rhombus of some sort. Oh my gosh. Alright, so now we have to recharge this. Oh my gosh. There's a statue right here. Okay. This thing is gonna be the death of me. Like, legitimately. Hopefully I can just fly back into it and it'll be restored. And like, this is one of the first early pieces that the game's like, oh, by the way, go and do this. Alright, so this way. And okay. So now I gotta figure out how to recharge a goddess wall. Oh, wait a second. Okay, I just googled it, guys. Turtle Club. Looks like all we have to do is go ahead and save and quit down here. So. So that is, if it were, if it weren't for the fact that I have work tonight, and therefore we do have to end at a timely manner, I would completely not be doing the save and quit to skip it forward. And there's a strong chance that even then it won't work, so let's find out. Hey, that does work. Okay. Alright, so we have to draw an arrow. So we do this, this, this. Awesome. Wow, okay. Alright, there we go. That's all we needed to do. Okay. We need to save. We need to get ready to probably get smacked around a lot. There's a very strong chance this was going to happen, so... Alright. Impa. Alright. That's right, that is not the door I seek. The door I seek is this one. Whew! Gotta admit, just a smidge nervous about this fight. Alright. Alright. I'm ready to proceed. Let's see what we got. Master, good luck. Okay. Mag Synchro, good luck. Demise looks pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Very kind of Ganondorf-ish a little bit. Akuma from Street Fighter even. I think what I'm going to do for a while is just kind of play defensive like I usually do. See what I got to do, and then try to go from there. He is... He is definitely a proper villain. Monologuing and everything. Isn't the Triforce like my arm right now? Kinda need that for like lots of things. so... So he's trying to punch me. Oh, okay. Alright, so he's basically like his minion. Alright. Yeah, I did stab him though. That's good. Ooh. Alright. Whoa, 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 my Skyward Strike ain't charging. Alright, so I'm getting... well, I am getting a little bit on the wreck side. Whoa, okay, okay, that took off, that was a meaty hit. Alright, so when I hear the plunk noise of the parry, it's a good thing. Alright, so it looks like I definitely have to like parry his hits and then hit once. It's just like one strike though. Well, this is going to be a long fight, Turtle Club. So maybe I need to like... Ooh. Boy, he hits real hard. Hey! That's good, right? No, never mind, it's not good. Oh! Oh! Oh, and I can Skyward Strike. Alright. Ooh, so Skyward Strike and then advance on him. Alright. Ooh, this is not going good. Alright, so okay, so... I don't know what's going on, guys. I really don't, but it's clear to me that this guy has got some interesting mechanic that I've sort of stumbled into. Oh. Oh! Oh, that was neat. Oh, that was worse than neat. Oh! No, 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 no! Oh, that's... All right, round 3. We took him down to 1 phase. We took him down to 2nd phase. 3rd phase coming. I don't know what we do in 3rd phase. We're gearing up for it. We're enjoying this. Come on. What kind of big bad ugly do you have now, Troll Tendo? This is sounding like a death speech. What? No, 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 no. This is not. No. Like, Ganondorf is harder than this on Wind Waker. Okay, so alright. An incarnation of my hatred. Alright. And now the sword glows. I mean, it was blessed by lightning a few times. That's absorbing Demise. That's pretty awesome. I'm not sure if that's the best place to store the greatest villain the world's ever seen. Huh. The Legend of Cruz. Cruz is awesome. Oh, what's V got going on now? Okay. Huh. Interesting. I didn't get to do the cool control thing. That's kind of a disappointment. Huh. Okay. Happiness. Quite interesting. Thank you. Master Secret. May we meet again in another life. Well, we know the sword's not sentient in later games, right? So we know that in Breath of the Wild, right? It's 100 years in the failed timeline. Interesting. So me and Zelda are going through the gate, Impa staying behind. I would suspect Groose is coming with us too. Gates dissolving. And I'm betting we get to know if this is Impa. Yep. She had to come back the long way around. Then she vanishes. Okay. That's... Wow. My mute button's starting to stick, so it's time for a new console for that. But yeah, her hair has been really odd, alienated for this particular series. And the material looks like it's made out of that what do they call them? Jellyfish or jelly tennis shoes or jelly shoes from like the 80s. My sister wore them a lot. They were like this plastic, pliable material. It looks like they shouldn't even hold in place, to be honest. That's the game, Turtle Club. Wow. I will say this. So, we're 49 episodes. We're about to see what our percentage is for the completion file. I'm hoping it's 100%. Because we played through a lot. Reviewing all the footage that we had to review to see where those last pieces of heart were. It's pretty killer, to be honest. And the amount of plot this game has, I'd say for every like 3 minutes of gameplay, you get a good solid minute of plot, which is it's saying a lot. There were some episodes where it was either a boss fight, and that's all we were able to accomplish in an hour, or just straight up some exploration and maybe like 10 minutes of dialogue. I mean, even this, we beat the boss like 12 minutes, 13 minutes ago. And we're just now getting to the credits, which... But it's a good story. I mean, it's the origin story of the franchise. So there is that. And for an HD remake especially, you know, for something that they had source material that they had to work with and bring up to a HD or a remake status, the graphics on this are pretty good. They're obviously, you know, not as good as current generation games. Though I say that, but then we have something like, you know, Scarlet and Violet, that the graphics are, you know, they're par for a Pokemon game, I guess. They're subpar for a lot of everything else, though. This is pretty cool. I like how you're getting to see Zelda's journey in this game, in the credits. That's kind of a neat little twist to do on it. It is her legend. Yes, yes, it is her legend. It is... And it's a frustrating legend. Like, there's only a couple of games where you can play as Zelda. They fill up CDI games among those. And typically, Zelda does not just make a good protagonist. Unfortunately. I mean, even in the game where she was the pirate in Wind Waker, as soon as she became royalty, her story was just, well, we don't need her to be really good at anything anymore, except for waiting for Link to do his job. And that's unfortunate. It really is. Because in, like, Smash Brothers, she's got amazing magic and combat abilities. You know, in Mario Kart, she's a legitimate driver. I mean, there's, you know... Do love the orchestral version of the main Zelda theme, though. In Ocarina of Time, she was, in the future, she was Sheikah, or Sheik, right? And so she was a pretty cool in that one. I would have to say, of all of the Zelda games that are, like, main franchise, she was best in Ocarina of Time. You're very much correct on that, Amy. That's very accurate. And they gave her Sheik skin, right? Her character persona. That was one of the Smash Brothers characters you can play as. That's where she shift back and forth. I think they did that one really well. Man, another Zelda in the books, Turtle Club. As far as main console Zelda games go, from playing through all of them, we've done Ocarina of Time, we've done Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, Wind Waker, Breath of the Wild. The only 3 games we've not done that are console, 4 later this year, but there's only 3 that we have access to that we've not played, and that is the original Zelda, A Link to the Past, and Legend of Zelda Link's Adventure. I gotta admit, I know Chadley's doing Breath of the Wild right now, gearing up for Breath of the Wild 2, Tears of the Kingdom, when it comes out. I gotta say, playing Link to the Past sounds kind of fun. Maybe the OG Zelda? I mean, we could probably knock out the original Zelda in like a week. Well, maybe not a week, maybe 2, possibly 3, depending upon how life gets in the way. And I love Zelda 2. Zelda 2. Oh, Alien in the 1. You're very amusing. But we do own it. We have it on the Wii U digital console. I mean, that is a thing that we own. I mean, if we were to play it, we have options, that's for certain. Though I want to like Zelda 2, I really do. But I grew up with this. I grew up with this. Because I grew up with the original Legend of Zelda, it's really hard to like Zelda 2 for a Zelda game. As like a side-scrolling RPG game, it's good, but it is mechanically, it's very much the odd duck out because of the side-scrolling on it. Very much how like Breath of the Wild, was just interesting and different because of a lot of things, but you still had the exploration feel to it, and it was still very much a non-linear kind of gameplay as far as the way you can only go two directions. I think that's really the worst part about Zelda 2 is that in combat you can only go two directions, and it does limit your combat strats. But Skyward Sword, it also, as we mentioned earlier in the stream, it's a Zelda title. It's got the same characters. Technically 3. Well, if you want to get really technical, you could also duck, right? But They are. Pogo sorting is a thing. And technically, right, it's the only game where you can pogo sort that's a main title game. Because every other game that has like that kind of attack, that jumping and sword thrust down attack, is just a coup de grace kind of attack. The end. All right. Well, Turtle Club. Wow. We're about to see what we are in percentage-wise on this game file. Oh, it's filling in colors and doing neat things. Oh, you can play again in hero mode using the save data. Do you want to continue? Let's say yes. And see what happens. Actually, let's no, we wanna cancel. We do wanna save. So let's save here. Oh, no thank you. Never mind. Hey, Princessa! Return to settle tile screen. Okay. So we were told okay. Well, that's not cool. So, wow. Wow. Turtle Club, we were told that once we continued, we should have been able to get a percentage, but it appears that we don't. If it wasn't for the fact that the plot and everything for this game is like 15 plus minutes after we beat the boss, we would probably redo that to see what happens when we delete the save data. But if we were to start, right, if we say new adventure, does it give us that? Hero mode. Interesting. So hero mode is like the master mode from Breath of the Wild. So we don't get a percentage even. That is just... it's rather rude. That is rather rude. Wow. Well, as far as I can tell, Turtle Club, we 100%ed this game. We beat the final boss. We had all the hearts. We had all the gadgets. We had all the slots. We had all the upgrades. We defeated all of the minigames. Except for the Minesweeper clone, because the Minesweeper clone is not a beatable game. I'm good to call this one in the books. You know, if you disagree and you're watching this on replay, let us know in the comments, and we will absolutely take a look at it and you know, consider your opinion and everything. But I think we can close the chapter on this game. I want to absolutely thank everyone who's made this an amazing playthrough. Everyone from Hobbs and Eric and Alienated One. Well, thanks, Princessa. Princessa as well. Batman Caden. I forget your new username, Batman Caden, but thank you. Zmai, who popped in forever ago on this. Digrat. She's watched a couple streams here. Huntress. Everyone out there in the Turtle Club, you know, and of course, if we're going to talk about people in the Turtle Club, we absolutely have to give credit to all of the people who have made this a you know, a wonderful channel here. And I am talking about, you know, our membership here of The Impossible, Sal, Shadow132, and T-Mac Music. Earlier in the year, Hoyin Kyoma. He was a member as well. Let's see here. Cursemark Gaming, a member earlier this year as well. Or last year, rather. But thank you all for everything that you do for supporting this channel. Thank you to my mod staff. Alienated One, Shadow132. We had Brandy pop in earlier this year. Digrat. You know, you guys help keep the chat running, and I just thank you for being a part of it. I myself am going to go tonight. Sleep, you know. I'm working Wednesday through Saturday now. We are working toward gearing up a new stream schedule for that. It'll probably be debuting on the Chaniversary, which we are coming up with very shortly. Next week, just to let you all know, Digrat and I will be heading to her family for some visitation. So I will do that, Princess. I will do that. When Digrat does get back in February, she will be back to reviewing games for Does Digrat Dig It and Games Magnified. We'll be doing those too, guys. We've got a lot coming up in 2023, and so I just want to thank you all. Till then, our next stream, I'm going to let you guys all know ahead of time before it happens. But I'm going to have myself a good night, and you all, Third Turtle Club, have a good breakfast, have a good lunch, a good dinner, a good week. You know, we're halfway through the week already. Have a good year, you know. It's still working, right? Whatever you're about to do, Turtle Club, stay safe, wash your hands, and have a good one.